last year with Tyreek Hill.
Right now.
Hey, stop it! It
Right
is
now.
my turn.
You going back to last year.
Time out. It is my turn.
Oh.
I gave you all of your phony baloney that you spewed all over the table. It is my turn. It is my turn.
To ratings and things like that. To me, he has made a big name for himself when he was in Undisputed. You're seeing him arguing with Skip. You're constantly seeing him on TV. But on here, on ESPN, with how this schedule is constructed, if you're only going to see him there for just 2 days, that leaves to me, that doesn't leave a huge impact for at least, for Shannon Sharp, in my concern, than if he was there, 5 days a week. So to me, this is a downgrade. I don't see any upscale, any type of trajectory by going on a show part-time. That doesn't mean anything to me. And I don't know if that really will mean anything, to Shannon Sharp. You might as well just, stick, with your own show, or what you probably should have done is maybe have some type of deal like ESPN did with McAfee. You know what I'm saying? That would have been.
I mean, that could still happen. That could still happen.
I don't think that's going to happen if he is going to be joining First Take twice. No, I don't see that happening.
Why not? Why not?
I don't see that happening.
Why not?
Because it looks like him going to First Take. I think that's pretty much going to be it for him.
I mean, it could be, but I don't think he wants to do that job full time anymore. If he wanted to do it full time, he could just stuck with Skip.
Yeah, that's true. But even you had said that he was tired of Skip Bayless' shit.
Yeah, I'm sure he was. But I also think that he had his own stuff that he was trying to promote. Like, I know he still does. I don't know if he still does his podcast, but I know his podcast was very is popular. Like, he'll be fine. Like, he had nothing to worry about. He came out a bigger star working with Skip Bayless than he did when he first started.
See, that's the point though. He became a bigger star on FS1 more than he ever did when he was on ESPN before.
That's true. But he's going there as a bigger star now. Again, the same thing. Stephen A. Smith pretty much did the same thing. He was there at ESPN. He left. Then he came back, and now he's the face of the network, as far as I'm concerned.
When did Stephen A. Smith leave?
He left some years ago. I know he tried to start a political show, which didn't work. But then he went back to I think the first time he went back to ESPN was when he joined Skip Bayless when it comes to First Take. But he was at ESPN before. He left, and then he came back, and now he's the biggest star now. And Matt Tillman did the same thing. He left, and then he came back. He was a bigger star than when he left the first time. But
But the difference between Max and Stephen A. and all these other guys, or Derrick Rose at the time, they were all full time. Shannon Sharp is not.
Yeah, that's probably is Shannon Sharp wishes.
I mean, it could be, but that, to me, that's just you're not helping yourself to ask. You're not making a bigger name for yourself by working at a network part time. In my opinion,
he's already a big name now. I do wonder how much they're paying him to be there for 2 days. Well, I guarantee you that his name is already cemented. He's golden. He's good. So whatever he does after that he's gravy. Because trust me, if he was in a bad way, he would have never left Undisputed.
If he was in a bad way, he would have never left.
Yeah.
No, he would have left. If he was really that sick and tired of Skip Bayless, he would have left regardless.
No, I don't know, man. I don't think so. Cause he was still under contract and he bought himself out of the contract. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you don't do that if you're struggling. You don't do that unless you're confident that you'll do good without him.
Mm-hmm.
No, I like he'll be fine. Like I said before, whether he joins or not, I don't really care, to be honest with you. But you know, he trust me, he doesn't need Skip Bayless anymore.
No, I mean you could. I mean I think I don't think him joining Stephen A, because ever since Skip Bayless has left, right? The only person in my opinion that really made a good name for himself ever since Skip Bayless had left was pretty much Max Kellerman. Like everybody else that had joined First Take along with Stephen A. Smith, people don't care about them. I don't necessarily think I don't think people could care. People could care less.
When you say people, are you just referring to yourself?
No, I'm talking about majority of the people who complain or just nonchalant. Like, for example, Kendrick Perkins is a great example. You mentioned that people don't care about Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose?
Yeah, when he got fired,
you said Rose. You mean Jalen Rose?
Oh my gosh, yeah, Jalen Rose. My bad. Okay. Yeah, you didn't care when you said people don't care that he left. Mentioning that all the shows that he had got canceled, this and that. So, in my opinion, the only person that I think Stephen A could help elevate, was pretty much Max Kellerman. I think regardless of how much you feel about Skip Bayless, it's because of him why Stephen A Smith is where he is at now. It's because of him why Shannon Sharp is in the place where he is where he is now. It's because it's all because of and I think one of the reasons why is that because the guy is so very what's the word, like he's extremely controversial, like and like you said, people always have some kind of animosity towards him. There's always some kind of uproar when it comes to Skip Bayless. So when he brings these people into his shows, like it's always watch TV, which is why I agree with you that by himself, like he's really not that good. But yet you combine him, with somebody else, it does bring attention. Like it does make a very good show when you have him arguing with Stephen
right,
A.
So you said that
or Shannon Sharp.
So you said that Skip helped elevate Shannon and Stephen A, which I agree with you on Shannon. The Stephen A one is confusing to me because, truth be told, like without Stephen A Smith, that show, I guarantee you that show gets canceled. That show gets canceled.
No, I don't think so. That show has always been good, even prior to Stephen A.
Understood, but it blew up when Stephen A joined. It blew up when he joined. And no, I don't think if it was just Stephen A, and Max there from the beginning, yeah, that show's not going to be as big as it would have been with Bayless and Stephen A. They helped each other out. They absolutely did. They helped each other out.
Yeah.
Because the most viral moments on these shows have Skip and Skip and Stephen A.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you have anything else to say, or
so that's what I mean by you have to thank Skip Bayless for that, and then now that now that you're gonna have Richard Sherman's going to be arguing with Skip, I guarantee you the same what happened with Stephen A and Shannon Sharp is gonna happen with him also.
Okay.
Now I don't know about Rachel Nichols. Like I think because I think she's popular already, and I've heard some people are saying, well, she's not really I don't think they say that she doesn't fit as someone who is good for a debate show, because the show that she used to have before, it wasn't necessarily a debate show.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily a debate show like a PTI or First Take or Undisputed. But I mean, I think she'll be fine. I think she'll be fine, and I think with the help with Skip Bayless, like I don't know anybody. I think the overall point what I'm trying to make is that I don't know if there's been anyone that Stephen A. Smith had helped on a type of trajectory level as how he got from Skip Bayless or how Shannon Sharp did. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Stephen A. Smith has, for some reason, he just doesn't have that type of talent that Skip Bayless does to where he could help a guy over. I just don't see it, because Stephen A. usually he talks over people. He's always screaming. He's always yelling. He's always the one that asks for, the attention, with his mannerism and things like that.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily think he could help get a guy over like the way Skip Bayless can.